Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to upgrade the server again. Not long ago we got two Barracuda drives, 5 gigabytes. Well, put them in. This is a Dell R610 and it has a hard drive controller that is a 600i, H600i. Well, while it's a good card, it will only see 2 gigabytes at the most on each drive. So what I did yesterday, just to verify that I wasn't crazy, which may, I mean, that's debatable, I took a computer and I put one of the drives into the computer, booted it up. The drive was 5 gigabytes. So this card needs to be replaced if we want to use the full potential of these 5 gigabyte drives. So let's take a look at that. Now, of course, this is the system, and I found out, I think it's one of these three is actually 8 gig, and it's mislabeled as being 4, but I digress. Here's the RAID controller card. You have the 2 wires that go along here and attached to the backplane. Now the backplane will not need to be changed. That's this kind of card here. But what will need to happen, what we're going to need to do is unplug our fans, and you just pinch and pull straight up. Oop. Pinch, pull, pinch, pull, and ooh, that one's going to be a bugger to get to. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Now this flips up. Maybe. There we go. And this flips up, and that releases our fans. That way we can do maintenance if we need to. But for now, we need to take and wrap those cables. It also has a battery, and I've been noticing that I get an error on occasion, and I think it's because this battery's dead. This battery goes to our RAID controller. So let's replace that battery first. It's a new battery. It's a new cable, but as long as this is the same, I'm going to reuse the same cable. There's no sense in changing out the cable if I don't have to. So just plug that in, put the wire back, and it's a little holder right there on that side. Hey, this is a nicer cable. It's braided. Just use it. Just have to unplug it from this board. Set that aside. Maybe. Now, here's SAS A, SAS B. It's a sassy board. I'm gonna throw that in there. This is our new RAID controller. Now this one, it's an H700. This particular one actually has memory in it. It has 512 megabytes of memory on it. See, pretty much looks the same, goes in the same way. So first thing we need to do is unplug cord out. Now, the cable out. There we go. That's yeah. Okay. I had to take this is the control 0. That one's control 1. Get the card up and out. All right. Then take the cables out of this holder. There we go. Set that aside. Now, believe it or not, I had to get cord separate. So, according to there we go. Now notice these cords are different. They're still nice, they're still braided. And this should hook up fine, just fine, to our back plane here. So let's take this one out. Nice is has all these nice routing channels for the cables. This one's A and it's B, then they're labeled, so which is nice. So you push that up, just lift up and out. Okay, so now cable management ties. So now we have let's put B in first and just tuck the wire straight down. There's a little channel behind the memory here. That's B. one will be A. Just snap that into place. Mount the cable. Okay. So we'll route the two cables under the back plane here. Lay them flat. Okay. Here's where our card goes. So what we do, this is slotted, then this is open. So easiest thing to do is to put the card into the back slot. Put that into the slot there. Pull this tab back. That'll go down and in. Now we just slide it into place. Now this is A, and this is our top cable. So that's this cable here, which is A. So we'll just slide that into the A slot, and it clicks in. Take off the cover. This is B. Clicks right into place. You know what? Here's what we're going to do is pull this back. See our A slot there? Slide that into place so it clicks. Push the cabling. This one has a little bit extra. So we're going to lay that flat, lay that flat. So this card should see our two Seagates as 5 GB cards now. I want to get into the configuration utility for our RAID controller, which will go through that first. .06 gigahertz. Two 3.6 gigahertz 6-core processors. Load the configuration utility. There we go. Here's all our drives. This is our boot drive here. These are, see, it's an H700 instead of the H600i. And it sees these as 5 gig drives, which is what we wanted. So we want to go up here, create a new virtual disk. And we want to put these two together. And our only options are RAID 0 and RAID 1 because there's only 2 drives. So, and we're going to call this one main, and we'll just call it storage. So this will be 2.2 gigahertz or 2.2 gig. This will be 2.2 gigabytes. Well, 2.2 2.2 terabytes. I got it right. So RAID 0 storage. Okay, these are going to need to be initialized. Knew that. So now we have to configure these two. So we go back up here, create a new virtual disk. Only 2 drives left, and I said RAID 0, RAID 1 are the only 2 options because these are the only 2 drives that match. And this one we're going to call main storage. Look at that, 9.3 terabytes available. And it's going to need to be initialized. So we'll go down here, press F2, fast initialize, yes. Go down here, F2, initialize, fast initialize. VD2 is done. Did it do VD1? Did we miss it? F2, fast initialize. There we go. So our drives are initialized. This is where we're booting from. So now, just refresh. Go to the next page. All our drives are online. Okay, so this is the way servers are meant to be accessed. Remote desktop. As you can see, this is the only drive that I was really concerned about, which was the boot drive. And that's in there. I didn't have to format it, reinstall Windows, nothing. So here's our other drives. And we need to format them. So this is the 2.2 terabyte. That one can be I want that one to be I like an H drive. No, I'll make this one F, and going to format it, and this one we're going to call 2 terabyte storage, and finish. There it is. There it is. This one I want to be D. So we'll format this. Nah. We'll name this one main storage. And this one H, and this one we'll name 1.8 terabyte storage. And finish. And all of our drives are here. C, D, E, F, H, G. This one is attached to one of the USB drives, which it's only USB 2, but we got a card coming. We're going to make that 3.1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All I got to do now is take what I've gotten here and copy it back to the copy it back to the drives. But it's all up. It's all running. Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video. We'll just take you step by step how to go from an H600i to an H700. And the reason that we had to do that is because the card would not recognize the drives as being anything more than 2 terabytes when these drives were 5 terabytes apiece. So with that new RAID card, everything's working great. So if you liked that video, you know what to do. Hit like, get subscribed down below. If you didn't like that video, well, heck with you. But we will see you guys in the next one.